Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening.
Well, it didn't start off all craptastic. In fact, judging from semi-epic opening track King Carter, it looked like Lil Wayne's sixth installment to his once revered Carter series might signal better days for Tunchi and Tucci fans alike. I mean, even with the fairest assessment, 2024 wasn't the best for them. There was the Essence Fest Cash Money reunion that never reunited. There was that Wash WrestleMania XL performance where he forgot the words to a Millie. There was whatever this was during Louisiana Fest. And of course, there was Weezyland's collective dejection after Kendrick Lamar was rightfully chosen to perform at the Super Bowl in New Orleans over Lil Wayne. I mean, everyone seemed to understand Roc Nation's decision. Everyone except Team Weezy, that is, who for some reason seemed to believe that the artist-born Dwayne Carter still had enough in the tank to rock America's biggest stage. Spoiler alert, he doesn't. To make things worse, after Kendrick Lamar took time out on Whacked Out Murals to express how he felt about Lil Wayne's disappointment, when he said, "The irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down," whatever though. Wayne seemingly creaked his slitted eyes open just enough to perplexingly tweet a flaccid threat at K-Dot himself. It said, "I just be chillin' and they still come from my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep." Now, to be fair, during his absent-minded conversation with Rolling Stone in April in promotion of the Carter 6, Wayne said he didn't remember sending that tweet, just like he said he didn't remember Jay and Ye dropping Watch the Throne, just like he said he didn't know Not Like Us was a complete dismantling of his protege, Drizzy Drake. When Rolling Stone read that tweet back to him, he said, "I sound like I'm talking about the media because I said they." They, well, I guess that explains it. But from mic to plug, it's been an all amateurish 12 months from Wayne, and another signal that the world that once worshipped the one-time rhyme titan had passed him by, and he and his team seemed to be still too detached to get the memo. And yet, hope was still on the horizon. Friday, June 6th has been circled on the calendar since that sticky Cetaphil Super Bowl commercial announced the release of the Carter 6. But after listening to this wrinkled double cup for 2 days, from nauseating beats to cliched rhymes, sadly for us longtime Wayne fans, this craptastic saga continues. For example, the first verse on the first song, Welcome to the Carter, is one of the strongest this project has to offer. It's essentially a 16-bar ode to what seems to be the most important things in Weezy's life: family and women and money and drugs. But sadly, the proportions arguably reveal what's critically crippling this entire 19-track offering. There's literally one bar for family, for example. Family first, family second, family third, he says. That's nice to hear. There's 2 bars for money. He says, "I know the feds cameras observe because the cash is absurd. I mean, the house is so effing massive, I just added concierge." Then there's 3 bars for women. He says, "I treat smart, sweet like candy like nerds. And later, I'ma stand behind her and rapid fire. She say the dick a pacifier, it'll tranquilize her." And then, of course, there's 5 bars for drugs. He says, "Y'all get on my nerves, I get high and land like a bird." Then later, "Emphatic I splurge, on Addies I surge, on Xannies I slurs, on shrooms I'm nothing but a fantasizer. The DMT got me thinking like an analyzer, smoking on a pure L, no sanitizer."
I'm gonna come.
Unconvincing braggadocio fills the rest of the space, but regardless of how he delivers it, what he raps about reveals what's most important to him or what consumes his mind. And here, that's primarily drugs. And that unfortunate trend line continues throughout the Carter 6.
Here we go again.
Cotton Candy featuring 2 Chainz, for example, is a literal ode to white girls doing white girl, complete with bottom rung metaphors like Johnson & Johnson, yeah, the powder fresher, and cook the coke like my mama breakfast.
Boring.
Bells is a mid-tier tribute to LL Cool J's classic Rock the Bells and continues the aimless druggery with lines like, "Got that white girl like Tobanga, you desire I design," and "Eyes tight like my name, Wong Ding Ding Dong," and "Drugs make us turtles, we fight and sleep like Shredder." Now, turtles don't have teeth, so perhaps that line's a triple entendre? Who knows? Who cares? Because thematically, it's clear Wayne is focused on one thing.
Stop it. Get some help.
Now, that's the most frustrating thing about the Carter Six. Every time you think something of non-narcotic substance might show up and save the day, Wayne pump fakes, then Euro steps, falling right back into the predictable. The song Hip Hop, for example, is without question one of the best on the Carter Six. Big X the Plug completely saves the day with a fierce hook that's so dope it feels like a verse. Then Lil Wayne pops in with the sound effect rap. I'm not kidding. He says, bitch, make a rich, rich, rich. I like my deep dish, and when it goes squish, squish, squish.
Not my goat! Not my goat! Not my goat!
The Days featuring Bono is another infuriating pump fake because reportedly the verses originally had purpose. In that Rolling Stone feature, Andre G., the writer, described that song as veering into introspective territory. He says, one big Billboard chart swing I hear is These Are the Days featuring Wayne's son, Cameron, and Bono. The U2 vocalist sings about counting the days, while Wayne raps about being in a hospital bed after one of the numerous epileptic seizures he's had since childhood. As for his health, Wayne tells me he's feeling amazing these days. Now that sure does sound refreshing. A Lil Wayne song in 2025 that actually talks about a challenge that he's experienced in life? Man, I wonder what that would sound like because we don't get a chance to hear it because on this album, that song is called The Days, and on that song, he doesn't talk about anything other than cliche non sequiturs. I'm not joking. Check these lyrics. He starts with, good morning, America. God bless America. Everything is fine. Don't cry, Miss America. Now, judging from the helicopters that have been hovering outside my window for the past 2 days in downtown Los Angeles and the National Guard that's posted up, can't say that I agree. Everything is fine, Miss America. He continues with, based on a true story, I don't need an editor. Live like a soldier, die like a veteran. Cliche. You can find that one in the Veterans Day section. He moves on to, cause these are the days, anything can happen, which is so cliche. Wyclef made that song in 1999. Then later he says, I ain't getting younger, but I'm getting better. Got no time to waste. That's another man's treasure, which is not only cliche, but delusional. I mean, the whole song is riddled with greeting card style cliches, falling 40 yards from focus, as if Wayne was too scared to say something of substance, so he went to CVS for inspiration.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
The Jelly Roll and Big Sean assisted Snakes is a passable pop song. Wayne doesn't offer more than the bare minimum, but thankfully because of Jelly and Sean, there's more here than just cash and codeine. Flex Up is a predictable experience with no innovation. On any other album, it's a terrible future rendition, but is somehow absolutely one of the Carter Six's brightest moments. Loki's theme contains easily this album's best metaphor. Tune act like a donkey hee-haw, Himalaya down like Pink song, which makes me wonder how much energy it took to squeeze that one out. The song itself is a blood gang anthem courtesy of a former child star and now 42-year-old man, so there's that. Then the Carter Six just gets weird. Island Holiday is a Weezer interpolation that no one asked for. The Lin-Manuel produced Peanuts to Elephants, yes, that Lin-Manuel Miranda,
What?
uses actual elephant sounds in the beat. It doesn't slap. And according to Rolling Stone, Wyclef flew all the way to Italy to convince Andrea Bocelli to clear a sample for Wheezy for the song Maria. That was a wasted flight. A Written History, the last song on this weed plate, is a self-serving declaration that he's still the greatest of all time, but after suffering through this collection of overwhelmingly tepid, well, we don't believe you. You need more people.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
There's a few more songs on this project, but there's really no need to go into them because those songs are these songs. And that's the real tragedy in this craptastic saga of the Ballad of Little Tunechi. Wayne has stated publicly for years, that he doesn't care about the world around him, how his life matters only almost exclusively, especially to his, how he doesn't do anything but do drugs and record. And that's exactly what Wayne delivered on the Carter Six, only at a much lower artistic level with a fraction of imagination over explosively subpar production with almost exclusively chat-GPT-able lyrics. There are tons of things people want to hear about that could shed light into the life of Wheezy F Baby, his seizures, how he feels about Drake and Nicki and his Young Money team, the evolution of his relationship with Birdman, how it feels to reunite with his Cash Money brothers, and sonic exploration into the whole Super Bowl debacle, family, fatherhood, something. Nope, nothing, none of that. Instead, for the Carter Six, we get 107 minutes of aimless cliches and treadmill bars. Moving but going nowhere, flowing like a fountain full of nothing, the definition of irrelevant. The best of the Carter and Lil Wayne now lives forever in nostalgia, and longtime fans like me have to accept that. A good friend of mine was just as apoplectic, just as offended as I was after listening to the Carter 6, and he asked me if I thought Lil Wayne could recover from this. I don't have the answer to these questions, but honestly, I don't care. And judging from his public and artistic statements, I don't think Lil Wayne cares either. And that's the real problem. This entire endeavor felt like work to get through, And after listening to this 107 minutes for the past 2 days, that work just wasn't worth it. 3-second applause. That's my thoughts on the Carter 6. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you like the project? Let me know where your mind is. Am I too hard on it, or am I not hard enough? Let me know in the comments section. My name is Justin Hunt. Like and subscribe to the channel. Follow @TheCompanyMan on everything. Follow the Justin Hunt Podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. It's all happening.
Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. The mathematical breakdown of this mighty game of rap we in. It's boom bapping. Systematical culture views us radical, it's all happening. Shaking hands and dapping it. Life through the lens of hip hop, from trip hop to yes, y'all, you don't stop, you don't stop. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening.